Yeah. Well, I'm going to try to ride my bike an hour and let's see if I get rained on. Good luck. Okay, here we go. Feels pretty good out here. There's a new Native American Center over there that looks like a big feather on top there. Well, lots of water on the street, get my legs wet. I do have fenders, however. All right, we got this. Wonder if this will last all the way till I get home. I'm hoping. Wow, it's starting to get pretty out here. Yeah, I don't always stop for everything. The Rendezvous dining pavilion. It's kind of like a food court from a mall, but you pay one fee and you can eat out of any of the places in there. Okay, cool, thank you. Maybe you can tell me what all these different plant varieties are. It's a little windy. There's a flag over there blowing. I don't know if you can see my bike much at all, or just me moving. Oh, I thought I'd be good or bad, we'll see. Bike cover for their bike on the back of their van. The light was green. Am I supposed to stop at every crossing and push the button. Nope. This is some kind of research court. I don't really know what's all back in there. There's one of the several trailer parks we have. That's a big hole right there. I hate hitting that. Hello, duck. Saw some crane flying yesterday. Across the street. And now out of sight. Oh look, here comes another biker. There's the mall over there, there's the movie theater. And over there's the mall. We're getting that wooden building right there. I think is a, what is it, Whole Foods? Yeah, I don't think it's open yet though. I should probably look at it. I just haven't noticed if it's open yet or not. That is Huffine, and that's the road I'll be going down for about 8 miles. The wind's kicking up a little bit. Sometimes where this hits the road here, I can jet out and cross the street here. Every once in a while there'll be a break in the traffic, and I just time it just right. But not today, obviously. There are cars everywhere. So I'll continue on this path and go to that light down there. Cross the street and be on the north side of Huffine all the way down to Jackrabbit. I don't think I'll be maintaining much of a ongoing commentary here. I'll probably just shut up and ride. Okay. That way is... can't go that way, so we will cross here real quick. And they've got a path on this side of the street that I can keep on for, I don't know, half a mile or something like that. And you got mountains to the south of us. Nice little stream going on the sidewalk. Nobody's turning left yet. Usually they get a left arrow here. Maybe I'll look out and get to go. I got a while to wait, don't I? Oh, no, it's red. Yay. where I top out. It can supposedly help me pedal up to 20 miles an hour, and then I have to do everything if I want to go faster than that. Nice little hole here, and a hole there. USDA Center. Valley Commons Business Park. RESPEC, no T. Yeah, it's a little bit after 5, so we got the rush hour. Click down from 8th to 6th. And this path will take me to the next light, and then there will be no more path. And I'll have to ride on the side of the road, and hopefully cars won't splash me. Big fields, more businesses. Check out the mountains in that direction. And right behind me. But we'll see more of those when I go north. Right now I'm going west. West down Huffine, north up Jackrabbit. Man, this is just a perfect day. The air has a little moisture in it, which aids in cooling. It's not very hot. I want to say it's around 68, maybe 70 degrees, if that. And I gotta watch cars turning in here or exiting. Switch down to 7th. And now 8th again. That's Bozeman Deaconess Health Center there or something like that. There's a car dealership and a bank. Oh, Bozeman Health it says on the side of it. Forget I said Deaconess. Shift gears down to 5th. Because you can change gears in internal gear hub when you're not pedaling. And no more path. So now I'm on the sloppy side of the road with lots of car noise. Usually I'm wearing earbuds to listen to NPR, but not today. And yes, I have gotten flats. I got my tool bag and I got my shoulder bag, and I have everything needed. I've actually got 2 tubes in there, so if I were to have up to 2 flats, I could still make it home, and all the tools needed to change. Got some building going on over there. I would go a little more to the right on this here to stay away from the cars. But it gets kind of muddy and dusty. And one time, further down the road here, I was going a little too far right, and I started fishtailing, and I crashed, probably going about 15 miles an hour, and slammed my head down on the pavement. And ever since then, I got a helmet. I've been wearing a helmet, thank goodness. It did not knock me unconscious. And it didn't really hurt, it just made me feel like half my head was missing. And then I got back up and rode all the rest of the way home. And I tore a hole in my jacket and my pants and the knee. Elbow on my jacket. Quite a bit of farmland between Bozeman and Four Corners. Four Corners is what you call the area where Huffine and Jackrabbit meet. Should have been saying street names, cross streets, but I forget and I don't know them that well. But when I see a street sign, I can tell you. The speed limit on this street is 55. Shift down to 5 because that's usually where I start off. Anything below 5 is you're trying to go up a hill or something, you know, like at a standstill trying to go up a hill. Those gears are pretty useless. And quite a bit, there's usually left turn signal here for, but nobody's, oh, there's somebody in the lane now. No, they're not. I didn't catch a street name. Oh well. There's a cell tower, microwave tower way over there. There used to be a vegan restaurant up here on the left, but it only lasted for a year or two. I don't know what it is now. Need to buy an RV or a camper? We passed a hot tub store back at the last light, I think, on the south east corner. Hop Lounge, that must be what it turned into. New chicken, what? Oh, beer, chicken, vinyl, okay. The garage and the Hop Lounge. Dog wanted to get me. There's a Cold Smoke Creamery over there. I've never been to that one. Last one I was in, probably Great Falls or Billings. Oh, bunch of water up here. Hope there's nobody coming. Looks like I'm pretty clear. I would normally do this if there was anybody coming. And yes, I can go in 8th gear all the way up this slight hill and incline. I think that building down there with the cars, I think that's a makerspace, or no, it's that building to the left of that with the white trailers on the outside of it. I think that's a makerspace. Actually, it's on the wrong side of the street. It's that building, maybe. Mattress place. The Mattress Mill. And this street is Love Lane. I have gone all the way north up to that, to East Valley Center. And there's not much of a shoulder. And people will drive very close to you, or they'll go on the other opposing lane. hurry? I don't know. Gotta watch for glass around here. It's like it's raining off in the distance. Thank goodness I don't have to go up that distant hill. There's some white cap mountains over there. You can see, I don't know how well they come out in the camera, but that would be the bald spot for mountains. But everything else besides in that little hole right there, we got mountains all around us. Some of them closer than others. I think we might have passed the entry to it, but I think this is all MSU research farmland. Oh, actually, here's the sign here. And the flag tells you which way the wind's blowing. Agronomy farm, MSU. Drier now. Hopefully the sun's not shining into the lens or whatever. This is a nice hill. Look out for the glass. Bunch of new housing in here. It's a nice little coast hill here. I think the wind's helping me out a little today. Oh, it's yellow now. Let's see if this light usually doesn't stay red for long because there's, you know, so much less traffic going that direction. Turn green. I don't want to slow down. I've got good momentum. There we go. Always have to make sure nobody's going to try to turn left on top of me. So I got a little bit of speed from that hill. Maybe a little more than I can get pedaling. Here at this area of the street, it's a lot of mud, and silt, and dirt, and rocks, and they're gonna get a little closer to the street, which might be a little dangerous, but my ears tell me how close cars are to me. Another mattress place. Custom furniture. Here's another Conlon's. They're a furniture place. They occupy 2 buildings here. I think there was another company that went out of business that was selling furniture as well, and they took over their building. Adult rec available. Montana Reserve, that's a pot place. Dispensary now open. And I think there's another pot place up here on the right before we turn on to Jackrabbit. And then down Jackrabbit ways, there's another dispensary for recreational. They used to be medical only, but after it became legal, they changed their name. That's a chocolate manufacturer right there. Okay, so that light is Jackrabbit. I'm going to turn on the street before the light just to go through some less trafficked areas where there's some businesses. And that'll last up to the first light on Jackrabbit. So, but we'll go to Jackrabbit soon. Oh look, another big puddle. I have to navigate around. But it doesn't extend into the driving areas. And we got rumble strips here. There we go. Jackpot Casino. All right. Shift down to 6th. That little green plus means that B2 next to there with this Montana sign, that is a recreational marijuana place. Taco del Sol. Most of the rest of everything over here is industrial kind of stuff. Not very interesting to look at. But I can see animals back here every once in a while. Mostly the small variety, like groundhogs or whatever you want to call them. Lots of birds. The Compass Apostolic Church. No thanks. There's another microwave tower there. I think that company is an ISP. Although I think they're like a middleman provider for other ISPs. They've changed their name many times. It used to be Cutthroat, named after a type of trout. I think there's like a bighorn sheep foundation here. We'll see a bighorn sheep statue somewhere up here. I think we passed it already. That is that used to be a church, oddly enough. And that is a hardware store. Or maybe the hardware store is a little further down. Yeah, I think that's like a RV or a four-wheeler dealer right there. Dark Horse, they put toppers on trucks. Maybe that's the four-wheeler place. Yeah, I see four-wheelers behind the gate there. Ah, there's the hardware store up there. Did I miss the sheep? Yeah, I think maybe I did. I don't know. So that's Jackrabbit over there. Yeah, I must have just coasted right on by. Sheep place. There's a dude, maybe, is that electric? That's an electric. Skateboard, and I've never seen any cars here, so I don't stop at that sign. There's some bunnies or something over there. Just saw it hop down. Care. Lots of flags. Change it to 6th gear. Oh, there's a truck, but I got plenty of time. That car has been parked there for a while. I wonder if it's abandoned or someone living in it. Got a little stream there. And this is Jackrabbit, but luckily there's a nice path that goes all the way from here to Belgrade, which is about 8 miles. Okay, so there's the closest mountains to us, and you can see the top ones still have a little bit of snow left on them. Got too much tree line, so you can't see the mountains all over there. We'll get out of the tree line here in a minute. All right, try to look ahead. Now I realize I have to pedal pretty much the entire time except when I'm coasting down hills and that sort of thing, because pedal assist does not do it for you. You have to pedal. It just makes the pedaling a little easier. So you can get going faster and get top out at your top speed more quickly, they maintain it pretty easily. But you still got to pedal. I'm scaring some of the birds off. Looking for worms after the rain. First, when we get heavy rains, you'll find the worms crawling all over the pavement. It's like they do in the south when they get drowned out. Or everywhere else in the world, I imagine. This building coming up says it was a farm from the late 1700s, I think. There's a sign on it. Boy, it's starting to clear up. Really nice ride today. Hopefully the wind will cover me, my heavy breathing from exercising. The McHenry Farm, 1776. Okay, sure. This place was not part of the United States at that time, of course, because the United States didn't quite exist. I guess it depends on what time of year. Some new buildings over there. I'm not sure what those are. I think they look like they might be living, but I think they're actually office space, but I'm not positive. I'm talking about past the light there on the right. All right. Over here on the left, there's a business that makes these kettles that are like barbecues, and they're on like a tripod, and they can be lifted on a winch or something. I don't quite get the concept, but I'm gonna shift down to 7. Or did they go out of business? I don't see their sign there anymore. They must have gone out of business. I don't think it's that B with the underscore. Just don't know what it is. Fireplace Center. That's a car. That's a church, that building with the glass. I believe that's a church. This is Jackson, maybe not. Somewhere there was a church. Maybe that's it right there. A church right at the end part of a building, of a commercial building. And lots of storage areas. Yeah, I think that's the church. What does it say? Christian City Church. You have to understand, I'm wearing reading glasses. I don't have good far-away vision. Rendezvous Auto Center. More storage units. It's a big compound. Kind of like to have that house right there. Kind of peaceful, away from everybody else. A lot of commercial stuff around you. I think that's a fencing company there. Or maybe it's a little further up. Montana Timbers now hiring. They used to have a lot of wooden logs. You can see they got some out there now. They used to sell log cabins or log cabin kits, but it's been a number of years since that was there. And they got that lot all cleaned up. Looks like there's some sheep over there, eh? Not sure what's behind those bunkers. Probably just people trying to keep their area private from the street view. And that's a construction company there. And there's that stream continued from earlier. There's some owls. A little bit past that microwave tower ahead of us is going to be East Valley Center. That's another major thoroughfare. I said earlier, I used to go all the way up Love Lane and get on East Valley Center. And I would go west on East Valley Center to hit Jackrabbit. But anyway. Go-to guys auction in real estate and personal property. Handle it all. Green Thumb, Belgrade's dirty little garden supply. More pasture area. I'm pretty sure I've seen cows and stuff grazing out there. And over there is a big, for about a mile or so, there's a bunch of houses, housing complex they built in the last, say, 10 or 15 years. Still 55 on this road going north. I hear you, bird. Now here I often see some large birds, like hawks and cranes flying around there. I've seen a bald eagle sitting on top of a light pole once when I was riding the bus, I think, right about here. Oh, look how rich looking that dirt is, but I imagine it's a little bit wet. Probably darkened it up more. Yeah, and lots more of the housing. Alright, this light up here is East Valley Center, as I mentioned earlier. (5:48). We left about 8 minutes after or so. 10 minutes after, something like that. In this area right here, as soon as I get across the street here, kind of smell kind of weird sometimes when it gets warmer, like sewage or something. So I wonder if there happens to be something buried under there. Luckily it's cool. No bad smell today. All right, this is East Valley Center. I'll just coast a little bit, so hopefully it'll be green. Switch down to 5th gear. Apply a little brake. That's pure momentum. Oh, they got a left turn lane, so I'm gonna have to wait. That right there's only been there for about 2 years, that town pump. All right. Seventh gear. Eighth gear. Alright, you can see the mountains a little more clearly now. Although in the distance the tree line's kind of still blocking the view and there's so much haze with the rain and whatnot. Although you can see probably about 10 miles or more that direction. Not seeing any big birds. Maybe they're relaxing after the rain. I hear lots of birds chirping though. four-wheelers and a bunch of funky 3 across, whatever those four-wheelers are. Snyder Motors. Enjoy your deck all season. There's some agricultural watering equipment. Coast a little bit here. Baconator all day, Wendy's. We got the breakfast Baconator and Baconator burger. And I haven't had either one of those, although I do like to eat Wendy's. There's a little critter, a couple of little critters running. I don't know if you saw them. They're chirping at me too. There's one down the road a little bit. He just ran in the grass. Tons of little holes they go in. There's a hardware store, Kenyon Noble. And they also sell lumber and it says bricks, masonry. This guy up here wanted to sell boats. I don't know why. Been there a few years and I guess they stay open. Now, one of these side roads, the guy used to sell these really special purpose RVs from, like, I want to say the late 70s or early 80s, called, I think they were called Vixen 69 or something like that. I know that's a pretentious name, but that must have been the market share they were targeting. Private mountain rentals, guaranteed, no lift lines. How much does it cost to rent a mountain? 640 acres, all yours, all day. Book now. Limited days available. Juniper Cannabis. There you go. Here's a nice recreational marijuana store. Although they only have a little counter up front. I've only been in there once when I was wanting to sign a petition to make it legal. And then they've got this little, they used to just sell oil, you know, without any, you know, the CBD oil. But after recreational became legal, they started selling it at the little auxiliary place there too. And I always wave to them when I go by because they're open. Lots of debris on this trail. I wish they'd sweep it or something. They usually do that like once or twice a year. Although with the pandemic, I haven't really seen it being cleaned lately. This trail is only about 3 years old. And we'll get off the trail, we'll end, and we'll just have kind of widened sidewalks here shortly. Hey, the van's not gonna run over me. Appreciate that. There's a crematorium. Oh, it says Financial Center now. It used to be a crematorium. And that's a Jehovah's Witness. What do they call their places? I forget. Kingdom Hall? Yeah, that's Kingdom Hall. Hardaway Veterinary Hospital back there. They have some horses in there and they can run it in the front here. My older son Brian used to work there for a couple of years. He mainly just walked the animals, kept them exercised. The ones that were, you know, shacked up there. When people went on vacation, they put there, but they decided to quit offering that service, so he lost his job. Although he did work there for, I don't know, 3 or 5 years, something like that. 3, 2, 5. All right. I'm gonna have to get on the shoulder here in just a second because I don't want to be on the sidewalk. The sidewalk's got too many bumps and ups and downs to it. Switch to six gear. So I'm gonna slow down a little bit. And red light should be green shortly. Stockman Bank. They're putting up another hardware store there. There's one of our 2 water towers. All right, 8th gear. Make sure nobody wants to run over me here. And here's an Ace Hardware. Up here, and there's a Quality Inn. And there's Wendy's right next to the across the street from the Goodwill. And that Wendy's has been there about 3 years maybe. There's sort of a almost permanent now taco bus. Fiesta Mexicana. I think they got busted for selling meth there once. One of the employees or something. Mosaic. There's a massage place in there. Jackpot Casino, Super 8, Chalet Market. I hope the people coming out of the driveway see me all the time. What are they building here? Let's get up this hill. Will I make the light? I don't know. Nope. Switch it down to 5th. There's McKenzie River Pizza. We had dinner from there the other night. Flying J truck stop. This lights usually can be kind of long. And there's a little bit of a hill, but nothing the pedal assist can't handle. Still green going that way. Oh, yellow. Nobody turning left, so we don't have to wait for them. Not quite keeping up with the car, but not doing too bad. And a lot of people get on the interstate here. And usually they don't run over me. I usually like to look behind me just to make sure. There's Albertsons. So I don't have to worry about anybody turning a right on me. Usually switch it down to 7th, so when I turn this corner I don't have to downshift. Just coasting down this nice hill. And usually quite a few people turn right here to go to McDonald's or the gas station. And at this light here, in this pole, I usually left right turn signal. Alright, gotta put some brake on so I don't crash. There we go. Yeah, I turned kind of fast at that turn. That was 7th gear, 8th gear now. Here's my favorite pizza place, although Jackson does not like the sauce there, so whenever we eat pizza there, he won't eat it, so we have to get him something else. This sign, I can never get past 18 on here for some reason. I wonder if they've got it knocked down a couple miles an hour just to not bust people when they're a little over speed. Building apartments there or something. There's my eye care place where I get my glasses, and I need to get some this November. Slow down and maybe I can There we go, make sure nobody's coming. I've always been meaning to look this church up online, see what they're about. Shift Church. Smells good with all of those lavender bushes. Too bad this video doesn't have smell-o-vision. Dog room in place there. There's a dude signed for Dr. Let's see, Ozinski, running for Congress. He's been running ads, dogging Zinke. Thank goodness, Zinke sucks. Usually try to not slow down too much so I can coast as much as possible. Dr. Al Olzinski. More liberty, less government. Here's my favorite pizza place in Belgrade and in Bozeman as well. Cosmic Pizza. They sell by the slice. American Legion, I've been in there once before for beers with a friend. And this finish line is where our guy who lives across the street from us, he's a mechanic there. He used to work at that place, but they went out of business and now it looks like they got a new business coming in there. Ross Wolf, I wonder what that is. Used to be a, car repair place. Maybe that's what's going to be again, I don't know. And this is Qua, is the name of the street. And right up at the end of the street there, you see we dead end into a church. North Quaz Boulevard. Almost home, almost home. More lavender bushes, if that's what those things are with the purple. They sure do smell good, and all those budding bushes and trees. Everything's greened up in the last 3 weeks. Almost home. That's a Catholic church. More flowering trees. Back to blue. Clean the yard. That thing is so low to the ground. In 6th gear, so I usually don't stop completely here. I can go to the right a little bit and then zing left. So there's the St. John Vinny Catholic Church, and I'm not sure what that church is there, I forgot, but it's another church. So this is still Qua. But after we do a little left and a little right, that'll be Church Street. And now we're on Church Street. And at the end of the street there is like kind of where this houses stop, and got some open area. The airfield is just that way, about a block and a half. There's our new car. Still got the temporary tag on it. See how my battery's doing. Oh, I still got 4 dots. I think I'll lock this. Yeah. Here's some pigeons. Kind of sound like owls. Grumpy Cat was my wife's. And the messiness of this van is totally the kids and my wife. I haven't cleaned it out yet to make it mine. And I have a release key for this. Time to take the helmet off, but I guess I'll leave it on and just take it inside. So how you put my bike in the back of the minivans. They're kind of like the garage for my minivan, I mean for my bike. I leave the door, usually leave the door open so I don't forget to lock it, but I forgot to leave it open. There we go, nice reflection. GMC all-wheel drive terrain. This terrain's got a hitch on it. Maybe I can put a collapsible bike rack on there. Looks like on the inside. Looks like we got a little bit of rain here. We've got 2 flowering trees in our front yard, and they smell good, although the rain's kind of tamped that down for a little while today. 704 Church Street. There's the guy at his house who works at the finish line that I mentioned. I'm going to turn the camera off as soon as I get inside. I don't know if my camera's still running, but it's on this helmet here. Can you see it? All right, let's take it off and see if it's still running. And yes, it is. At least, yeah. All right, so I think I got all of this. Cool. Now I can stop it.